Hi guys, how's everyone doing? It's Gigi and welcome back to my kitchen for another recipe. And today we're going to be cooking up some double chocolate chip cookies. You heard me right. Anytime you hear double chocolate, you know it's going to be good. And Mr. P over there, my cookie jar is empty and needs his belly full. So we're going to make some double chocolate chip cookies today. Let me tell you what I've already done just for the sake of time. Got my oven preheated to 350 degrees. Got my pan lined with parchment, my cookie sheet, my baking sheet lined with parchment paper. And in here, in my large bowl, I've got 1 cup of butter. It needed to cool for about 10 to 15 minutes. And I melted it and then let it sit out for about 15 minutes. So we've got 1 cup of melted butter, unsalted, and I've got 1 1/4 cups of brown sugar and 1/2 cup of granulated sugar. Then I've got 1 egg, room temperature eggs. I've got 1 egg and the yolk of another egg. So just 1 egg and then a yolk, okay? And I have combined all of that. I've got 1 1/2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. I will make sure that you have all this, okay, attached to my video. But 1 1/2 cups of teaspoons of vanilla extract, okay? Those are our wet ingredients, okay? So I'm gonna set that to the side and get my other bowl for our dry ingredients. In our dry ingredients, we're gonna whisk together, there's my whisk, 2 1/2, let me make sure on that, because this is a new recipe for me. I've made chocolate chip cookies many times, but this is my first time making this double chocolate chip recipe. So I want to make sure that I'm getting everything right, because when you're baking, it needs to be precise. So let me see. Okay, 2 1/4 cups, which I've already measured out. My measurements are on the inside, and I've got 2 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour, okay? That's going into our bowl, okay? And then we've got, make sure I get these measurements right. Let's see here. We've got 1/2 cup of cocoa powder, okay? 2 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour and 1/2 cup of cocoa powder. Okay? Okay, and then we want 1 teaspoon. 1 teaspoon of 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Okay, baking powder, where are you? There you are. 1 teaspoon of baking powder, okay? Okay. 1 teaspoon of baking powder. 2 teaspoons of cornstarch. Just want to make sure I level that off and get it right, okay? So there's 1 cornstarch, 1 teaspoon of cornstarch, and let's get our second one. And there's 2, okay? So 2 teaspoons of cornstarch, 1 teaspoon of baking powder. We're going to do 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. There again, we want it leveled off. Okay? And then we want 3/4 teaspoon. So let's do 1/2. Level it off. So 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1/2 teaspoon of instant coffee. Of course, the only instant coffee that I have here is the only instant coffee that I use is my chicory coffee blend, okay? So that's what I'm gonna be using. 1/2 teaspoon. Let me get my other scoopper out of there. So we're gonna do 1/2 teaspoon of instant coffee. That just enhances the flavor of the chocolate. Your cookies won't taste like coffee. Okay, so let me see. Okay, then we're gonna add 1.5 cups of chocolate chips. Okay, and in goes our chocolate chips. Okay, now let's whisk all of that together. Get it really incorporated well together, well combined, and then we're gonna add our wet ingredients, okay? Yep. Just says whisk all of this together, and then we're gonna gradually add our dry ingredients into our wet. Just wanna make sure we got all of these. Oh, smells so good already. So we've got cocoa and chocolate chips, making it a double chocolate. Okay. All right, let's move some of this mess out of the way. Okay, so we're going to start adding our dry ingredients just gradually, okay? Okay, let's mix that in. All right, let's add in some more. I'm gonna do 2 heaping spatulafuls at a time. Yeah, I think these are gonna be delicious. Okay. Switch out spatulas now. Give me a bigger one. There we go. So I can get on those sides really good. Give you an arm workout, that's for sure. All right, let's put the rest of it in. And we just have to keep working it and keep stirring until it's just well incorporated together and forms the batter that we're looking for. Shoot, I almost feel like I could do better getting in there with my hands. Okay, this may take a minute. I'm not going to keep y'all while I keep on until but I'll come back and I'll show you exactly what it looks like once I get it well combined, okay? Okay, guys, we finally got it all. Oh, that was a workout. Matter of fact, worked me up a thirst. Okay, So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take about 2 to 2.5 inch scoops for the size. And I like to take these and that's about the size ball, but you wanna, just for a more perfectly round cookie, you like to roll them, and that way when they bake up, they'll all bake up the same size and shape. So we're just gonna roll these. I'm gonna do about 3 across. And guys, these only bake for about 10 minutes. And then I've got some, I have got some chocolate chips reserved that I'm gonna put on the top when they come out, like the first 1.5 minutes. While they're still warm, I'm gonna put some extra chocolate chips on the top too. And we're gonna fill that cookie jar back up. So when my husband says, what do we have sweet to eat? Won't he be surprised? Okay, this is gonna make a lot of cookies, so I'm not gonna make you sit here and watch me when I roll every one of these out. But as soon as I get them rolled out, I'm gonna pop them into a 350-degree oven for 10 minutes. And then guys, we'll be back, okay? Laws and mercy, y'all. I want you to look at these cookies. Put some little chocolate chips on top that are melting. And we're fixing that. Hey, we're fixing to try one. Sure are. And y'all know what we gotta do, right? Y'all look at my cup that I got my milk in today. It's probably backwards to y'all, isn't it? My Gigi cup. Oh, mercy. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Let's go for this big one. They're still warm. Soft. Y'all, double chocolate chip cookies. You know you can't have cookies without milk, and you can't have cookies and milk without dunking them, right? It just goes together. Oh my. Yeah. I'm not even gonna say it. I'm not even gonna say it. That's the best thing since peanut butter and jelly. Mercy. Hey, I got another pan over there ready to go in the oven, and another pan cooling. I'm gonna have to find somebody to show a little kindness to, a little love and kindness. I mean, What speaks love like chocolate? Seriously. That'll brighten anybody's day. Yeah, I'll have to take one more bite, okay? Ooh. Okay, I might get myself in trouble with these cookies. I love some chocolate. These are right up my alley. Delicious. Okay, y'all. That's it. Gotta go. Gotta take my plate and run and hide. No, seriously. Thank y'all for joining me. Thank you for sticking with me for another recipe. And spending a little time in my kitchen. I appreciate it. And if you like this video, could you share it with your friends? Could you give me a thumbs up or a heart? Just comment, let me know that you were here and that you enjoyed it. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the ones following me and talking to me and interacting with me, and because I just love it. But before I go, let me just tell you, use your hands and feet and your mouthpiece today to be a witness for Jesus. Go show some love and kindness to somebody who stands in need. And I'll see you again. I'll see you guys again real soon for another great recipe. I love y'all. Bye-bye.